Welcome back to Famous People English Stories Audiobook in Minutes. Have you ever had a huge goal, a dream that feels like it could change your entire life, but you look around and you've got no time, no money, and seriously no help? Today, we're diving into the incredible true story of a man named Aang, and his journey proves that sometimes all you need is the right mindset to make the impossible possible.
Let's just start with his own words, because they capture everything perfectly. He said, "I had no time, no money, and no help, but deep inside I had a dream." That one sentence right there, that's the whole story. The struggle and the hope all wrapped up in one.
So where does a story like this even begin? Well, it starts from a place of just pure exhaustion. Let's really look at the reality he was living in, this two-job life that was both crushing him and somehow fueling this impossible dream. I mean, just look at this contrast. On one side, you have his brutal reality, working two jobs, more than 15 hours a day, just completely wiped out all the time, with absolutely zero money for classes. And then there's the dream, which must have felt like it was on another planet. Speaking English fluently, getting a better job, helping his family, and just feeling proud.
And this wasn't just some vague wish. The pain of not knowing English was real, and it was personal. He remembers this one moment. "I once applied for a better job. I just smiled and said, 'Sorry, I don't speak English.' That job went to someone else. I felt like crying." Can you just feel the weight of that, the helplessness?
So, what do? How do you even start when you have literally nothing to work with? Well, this is where Aang's story gets truly brilliant. He didn't come up with some complex strategy. He started with a simple, powerful decision that we're calling the zero budget plan.
He gave himself one single, unbreakable rule. This was the foundation for everything that followed. His one non-negotiable was, every day I will do something in English. Not when I feel like it, not if I have the energy, but every single day.
And from that one powerful rule, a beautifully simple plan started to take shape. It wasn't complicated. It was just commit to the rule, find free tools, hunt for tiny pockets of time, and track what you're learning. Let's see exactly how he did it.
Okay, check out his toolkit. What's absolutely amazing here is that every single one of these things was 100% free. He used YouTube for videos, found short podcasts, downloaded free apps like Duolingo, and even borrowed children's books from the library. This proves it was never about money. It was all about being resourceful.
So he's got the free tools. But the real question, the biggest challenge of all, was time. How did he find the time? The short answer is he didn't. He stole it by turning every dead moment in his day into a tiny classroom.
This timeline is where you see his genius. He turned all this wasted time into learning time. Brushing his teeth in the morning, he's listening to a podcast. Riding the bus, he's reviewing flashcards. His tiny lunch break, he's watching one quick YouTube video. He was literally learning in the cracks of his 15-hour workday.
And if you add all those little stolen moments up, how much time did he actually get? Hours and hours? Nope. It was just 20 to 30 minutes a day. That's it. But the key was he got those 20 minutes every single day, no matter what.
And this idea became his guiding principle, his mantra. As he put it, consistency is more powerful than perfection. You don't need to study for 2 hours, you just need to show up every single day. What an incredible piece of advice, right? Just show up.
Okay, but we have to be honest. This journey was not easy. It wasn't just a happy montage of learning. It was a daily, brutal fight against exhaustion and, just feeling beaten down. I mean, just think about what he was up against every day. The fatigue alone would make most people give up. But on top of that, he had people actually laughing at him when he tried to speak.
And then there's that internal frustration when you forget words you just learned, or you feel like you're not making any progress at all.
That public ridicule must have been crushing. He said, "I remember speaking English at work, and some people laughed. They made jokes about my accent. I felt small, embarrassed, and sometimes angry. Imagine having the courage to try, only to be met with that."
But you know what? The hardest fight wasn't even with the people making fun of him. The biggest, toughest struggle he faced was that voice inside his own head. The one that just kept whispering over and over, "Quit." So what kept him going? How did he fight that voice? He remembered his why. He said, "But something inside me always spoke louder than my fear. It was my dream. I remembered the pain I felt when I couldn't answer questions in English." He turned that painful memory into his greatest fuel.
And right in the middle of all that struggle, something amazing started to happen. Little glimmers of hope started to appear, and these small moments, well, they changed absolutely everything.
Now, we're not talking about huge life-changing events here. We're talking about small, personal victories. Like the first time he understood an entire English video without subtitles, or the moment he spoke to a cashier without feeling that panic. Each little win was like a shot of adrenaline. And there was this one moment that gave him enough energy to last a month. He remembers, a tourist said, "Your English is good. Where did you learn it?" After he left, I stood there for a minute. My eyes felt warm. Just think about how much that small piece of validation must have meant to him. And those small wins started to lead to real, tangible changes. It all started with this number: 1. One new responsibility. His manager noticed his progress and asked him to start helping foreign customers. His dream was slowly, finally, starting to become his reality.
So, when you step back and look at it, Aang's story is so much more than just learning English. It's really a blueprint, a guide for tackling any huge goal when you feel like you're starting from scratch.
And his journey really leaves us with a powerful question we have to ask ourselves. Think about that dream you have, the one you keep putting off because you're too busy or too tired. What is the first, tiny, small step you could take toward your dream? Because if Aang's story teaches us anything, is that the perfect time to start is a myth. It doesn't exist. There is only right now. Your journey, whatever it is, starts now.